Hello guys, welcome to the third Java tutorial. In this tutorial you should learn about uh, types of data that you can have in Java, which in my previous tutorial I said integers, floating points, double, string, char, and boolean. Now, I don't know if I mentioned boolean in my last tutorial, but yes, boolean does exist, and boolean is yes or no. You can only store two types of values in a boolean variable. It can be either true or false. So, okay, all right. Let's start off with our Hello World tutorial. Let me open it. Hello World Java. Yeah, this is the Hello World tutorial. Uh, what we shall do is we shall take rid of. All right, let's just create a new tutorial, a new file. Sorry, it's not a tutorial. New file, and where's Java? Come on, Java. Alright, let's start with a new class called variables. Now, as I said, in a class we need a main method which will run every time we execute the file. So we have public static void main. I know you guys might be confused about what all this stuff is, public static void main, but trust me, I shall teach you everything. Just trust me. Alright, now let's create a variable. How do you create a variable? Write the type of data, like string, space, and the actual name of the thing variable, like string value 1. Sorry, name. And then we end it by semicolon. If you want to assign a value to a variable, write name space equals, or you may or you may not put the space. It just depends entirely on you, but it's good to put a space. Equals, since it's a string, everything between two double quotation marks is a string. So and with semicolon, and here you can write your name, like Monthan or anything like this. So now we have created a string variable called name, and we have assigned a value to it called Monthan here. You can assign any type of value here, like London, America, Japan, whatever. I don't think that's right. That's right. Alright, so we just to be precise. Alright. Now, another way of assigning a value to a variable is to assign it during its initialization. At this point, you are creating a variable, but we haven't initialized it yet. In order to initialize it, what you do is you copy this. Sorry, no. Or alternatively, what you can do is you can type, after you type string the name of variable, then you can type equals, and then you can write US or whatever. So in this way, you are assigning a value to a variable during its initialization. So that means data type variable name equals value. So since you have done it, we may not use this, so we can just put in like this. Now, oh yeah, I completely forgot to tell you guys about these. This is a comment. If you put two forward slashes before any statement, before any line, that means the whole line is commented, and the compiler, the Java compiler, will not run that line. It will skip that line and will go further. Comments, now you may say that if that is not going to make any difference, why should we put it? Well, we should put it for our own understanding. For instance, I can write here this. I can write a bit of information about the name variable, like the name variable is very important, right? You do not need to close the comment. If you put a comment in a comment, it doesn't make any difference. If you have a large comment, more than one line, what you can optionally do is you can type / asterisk, and then to close it you can write asterisk and then /. Now you can have as much as you want in this. That's your whole comment. Alright, since we have assigned the name to since we have assigned the value to our string variable, you can delete this line. And okay, I want to create another string variable. What I do is I put a comma and then city equals a name like Washington DC, whatever. So like this, you can, or I mean, you may or you may not assign a value to a variable during its initialization. So if I don't want to assign a value, I can just remove it like this, and I can assign it here. City equals Washington, like this. Alright, now let's check. Okay, let's just do one short thing. I know you guys know this, but it's just to clarify certain doubts. If I assign another value to this UK, so now this value will get erased and this will take place, we will overrule that. So now the value of name is UK, not US. So let's test it by system.out.println name. And then system.out.println here. So that means we're printing out the variable name 2 times here. So in our first line we should get US, and in second line we should get UK. Let's save this. And as I said, the file name should be same as the class name. So variables.java, save. Let's just compile it. So javac variables.java. It's doing it. Done. Java space variables US and UK. As you see here, the value is US and next is UK. Alright, let's now quickly move to other types of data like integers, floating points. So let's define an int variable. Int space name value 1. Here as well you can assign values to it like 1, 2. You cannot assign 2.2 to it because it's an integer variable. It's not a floating point or a double. It's just an integer, so you can't assign 2.2 to it. Just assign 2, or if you want to assign 2.2, you gotta convert that into integer. Well, I shall teach you that. Okay, let me just teach you that quickly. If you want to convert any value into integer, any double or floating point, this will not work for string or character or boolean. It will only work for integers. If you want to convert this to integer, just put it in bracket, and then another bracket, int, and in this way you can convert this 2.2 floating point value, 2.2 double value to integer. Okay, to keep it simple, let's just do 2. Let's define a double variable. Double value 2 equals 2.35. Let's make a floating point number. Float value 3 equals 2.5.45. Right? So we've got 3 numerical variables and 1 string variable. Let's create a character variable. Char c equals let this be s, and let's create a boolean variable. Boolean is finished is. Now to assign, you can only have true or false. So you cannot assign anything like this. You just need to assign true or false. So here we have false, and yeah, this is the boolean. It's finished. All right, let's print out all the values. Right. All right, so let's go system.out.println name. Oh, sorry. Let's just do it systematically. Name. All right. Now, what do I do if I want to print this to the next line? I use a backslash character. Backslash characters are very important in Java, like /n. \n is for new line. \t is for a tab. Well, there are a lot of backslash characters here, so \n for new line, and then I can type what's the next value, 1 plus value 1 plus \n again for a new line, value 2 plus value 2 plus \n again, value 3 plus value 3. I'm just gonna quickly do this, guys. Alright, this is it. Now in here, I forgot to put /n. What we are doing here is we are printing out the name and then the value inside the name variable. Then we are inserting a new line, and then we are printing out value 1 and then the value inside the value 1. Now if you see, the print line will only accept string inside these brackets. Now inside these two brackets, the only type of data permitted is string, but here we have value 1, which is not a string. So Java, now this is the beauty of Java. Java will convert the value 1 automatically to a string. So that doesn't mean that it's going to convert 2 to some other string value. It's going to convert 2 to 2, but in string. So if you add string 2 and 2, you won't get anything, because string 2 is just string. It's not a value, it's a string. So like this, we are just putting everything here, and let's see how it goes. Okay guys, if it's a floating point, you need to put some. So in order to define a float value, you need to put f at the end. I just forgot that. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. Java variables, and here we go. We have US UK as this is the initialization value. After that, we change it to UK, and then we are printing out all the variables. Name UK, value 1 2, value 2 is double 2.35. This is float. This is character. This is finished. Is boolean. That is false. Well, that's it. That's it for this tutorial. In the next tutorial, we shall move on to more about processing data types, processing variables, adding two variables, subtracting them, incrementing them, decrementing them, and a bit about operators, and probably, if you get time, we should move on to if and else statements. So till then guys, see ya, bye bye, have a nice day.